Hey, what's up guys, it's Liam or Weagle on Your Overwatch, back with a new video today. I want to talk about toxicity within Overwatch, and the comment section for you guys is the place to discuss this, because I spend a lot of time six stacking now. We're up towards the Masters part. In fact, most of our team are actually in Masters now, but I decided the other day in High Diamond to go and solo queue because I hadn't done it for a while and I really wanted to play the game, but my friends weren't online, so I jumped into a game and instantly the entire team was just toxic. So that went badly and we lost. I played another game and instantly, and I'll put some of this on screen as well, people were being toxic. You lose a round and then your team are being toxic. I played 3 or 4 games off stream before then going to also stream duo queue, and I lost just about every game out of about 12 to 15 games in one day, and in nearly all of them the solo queue hell was very evident and I couldn't escape from it, and I then had to just return to 6 stack and haven't gone back to solo since. But the thing is with this whole toxicity in Overwatch is, what is toxic, or more importantly, what isn't toxic? Because there's some things like the good old teabag, which has been around for about 15-20 years in gaming, where you would either crouch or lay down or spin around in circles. There's different variations of what people call it, but initially it was just crouching on top of someone when you kill them, and it's always been seen as a bit of a joke, at least for me that's been gaming for a very long time, and it's always been a bit of a joke, and I would never take that seriously if someone does it to me. In fact, people in professional sports do silly things to intimidate each other or to wind each other up as well, and that to me and a lot of people isn't seen as toxic. However, nowadays to a lot of the community it seems as toxic or bad manners. Now, this is where the issue, I think, of toxicity comes in, because what is toxic? Well, it's defined differently for different people. Given a cheeky teabag after you absolutely destroy someone with Genji isn't bad manners to me, but to a lot of the community it can be. Now, there's also what is and what isn't toxic when you're talking to your teammates. With the shift in the new meta in Overwatch, there's a lot of people trying out new heroes, especially the buffed ones, and it seems even harder to get a healer on your team. People like to jump to conclusions on what they think the problem is with the game or the issue, and nearly always it's actually just focus fire and lack of coordination rather than anyone actually being genuinely bad. But this always ends up with someone asking someone to change. Whether they should be the one to change or not is irrelevant at this point, because no one ever asks it in the right way. And I'm definitely guilty of being toxic in terms of getting mad at teammates, or they get mad at me so I get mad at them. I've been extremely toxic in the past, and I wouldn't hide that from anyone. That's obvious. I think everyone has been. But you can't even ask someone to change in the game without them thinking it's a personal hit on them. Whereas when I'm asking someone to change, a lot of the time it isn't because I think they're doing bad. I think it's because there's a Genji wrecking us, and I would rather they played Winston than Junkrat. And if they did that, that would then swap the game around. But it's impossible to actually ask people that. Even if you want to be as nice as possible, which is a comment I've read on our videos and on our live streams as well, is, well, if you want people to listen to you, just be nice. Well, if you be really nice to them, they still aren't going to do it anyway most of the time. And asking people to swap a lot of the time is also deemed as being toxic. But really what is truly toxic is picking your favorite hero, claiming you have gold medals, and then never swapping off of that hero. That is what is truly toxic to the game, because you're not going to win. Now, of course, some people don't care as much as others, which again creates another problem within the problem, because how do we define if that person cares about winning or if they just want to play their hero? The worst thing, of course, is when there's a Genji telling your team that they all suck and he won't change. Meanwhile, the Winston is seriously destroying him. Now, there's like a million different angles to come from, and that is the problem with toxicity. The only place we can really start, I think, to stop it within the community is to not get offended at things that aren't offensive. That's like the first step, I think. If someone asks you to change, even if they sound a little bit mad, because sometimes people sound mad and they're not, right? If someone asks you to change, consider why they want you to change. Maybe you would be better off on a hero they're suggesting. If they're just being toxic and they're telling you to change and your swap won't actually benefit the game at all, but you try it anyway and then they're still being toxic, unfortunately you just lose that game. But I think we need to come to an understanding as a community what isn't toxic first, and then work on what is toxic, because bad manners, not really super toxic. Asking someone to change, not super toxic either. Swearing at them, shouting at them, telling them they suck and that they've got gold medals and that they're carrying the game, that is toxic. But the most toxic thing of all is being the person that needs to swap or communicate and completely flat out refusing to do it. And as I say, this could come from the fact that they just want to play their favorite hero, or they're just not as into the game as you. But the thing is, guys, and I can promise you, even up towards the Masters level, this stuff does not change in solo queue. I've watched streams as well of High Masters and Grandmasters, and this never ends. So the best thing to do is group in a 6-stack and try and rank up that way. And I can tell you, it's a lot more difficult, but it's a lot more fun and rewarding too. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section down below. Be sure to drop a like and subscribe if you guys enjoyed. And don't forget to check out our Twitter and our Twitch and our Discord, where you can find people to group with and hopefully not be toxic together. I hope you all have a great day as always. Take care and peace, people.